Welcome back to another The Better Contractor. Here we're just talking about the weed trimmer. People call them a weed whacker, but weed trimmer is what they really are. So this one is a moderate sized one, and whether, I'm sure you've weed trimmed at home some, but a little bit about the weed trimmer. Basically, I like to inspect everything on it, make sure that this plastic guard is in place, make sure that the line cutter is not coming off, make sure that these bolts are in place, all 4 bolts, to make sure this little guard will protect stuff from maybe coming back and hitting you. And then a lot of people don't know it, but you can actually grease these heads. You can unscrew this little bolt right here, and they make a grease already in a tube that screws into there, and you can squeeze a little bit in there just to keep that head lubricated. There's all kinds of different string attachments, and of course there is metal heads, different saw blades and the ninja stars that you can put on there, but you really want to make sure everything is bolted on correctly and that will not come off on you. So either way, get the right string, get the right head for the activity you're doing, and then we generally keep a 10-foot safe distance with a string head from each other when we're weed trimming. And then we go to 30 foot if we have a metal head on there of some sort. Then we keep 50 foot from all other landowners, kids, pets, just 50 foot from anybody that does not have the PPE on. I've got some PPE on that I'll talk about in a minute, but also make sure that this handle is not bent. Make sure this is not twisting on you. Sometimes it'll get a little oily or greasy on the shaft and it'll want to twist on you. Just make sure it's tight. Then really just inspect the rest of it. Make sure the kill switch actually works when you fire it up. Go do a test and kill it. Then on the back, you want to make sure this muffler guard is in place. Actually, left-handed people end up burning their belly quite a bit because that's right there against their belly. But just make sure everything's in place, that it's got fuel. We want to use the best fuel possible. We like 93 octane if possible. And then we do a 50-to-1 mix on these small motors. They're actually kind of easy to overfill the tanks because it's so small, so we like to put down a diaper, just make sure that we don't spill. You got to really pay attention as you're getting close to the fill so that you don't overfill. I like to have my safety glasses on before I even prime it, and you want to prime it by pushing 3 to 5 times. If it's completely cold and ain't been used for a while, I might push 4 or 5 times. And then when it's completely cold, you'd want to choke it. To choke it, it's got this safety feature there. You pull that, and then you set all the way up to choke. This one has been ran today, so I won't need to choke it, hopefully. Anyway, that's a quick deal on the weed trimmer, although ergonomics is something to think about. I'm a smaller stature guy, and I like to have a strap on that kind of helps hold the weight of it, especially reaching out over a ditch or something like that. And they have several other ergonomic type handles that you can hold, and even a double to help hold. But really think about that whenever you're reaching out, because after hours of weed trimming, it can really affect your back. And then when you're weed trimming around a hazard or a tree, don't be chewing into the hazard or the tree that you're trying to make look pretty around there. Just really take your time. You're weed trimming, but you're also trying to make the whole area look pretty. So just a thought. And then it will throw, like it could throw these hickory nuts, especially if I was trying to advance line. It could throw rocks, hit other cars, break windows, or hit somebody else, or even come back and hit you. So that's one reason why whenever we're doing our weed eating, we recommend full PPE, having nice sturdy shoes on, long pants, not shorts and Crocs, and then having long sleeves, have some nice gloves that give you some dexterity, but some protection. And then we have our hard hat that has our earmuffs on it. And then we have our visor. So let's go ahead and start this one up, and then we're gonna do a little weed trimming behind us. But that's a quick overview of safety, and I think you'll enjoy this video. Let me start this baby up. Be the better contractor.